Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 9 of the Soup Podcast. Today, I have an especially special guest.
Ooh.
From my... I'm wordy there.
Yeah.
From my... What is it? Cultures and Communications?
Intercultural communication?
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
I don't know. We failed the exam, so how should I know?
Yeah, it is... I don't know, but not culturally sound, I guess.
Whatever. Yeah.
But got Paris Cremeans. How are you doing today, Paris?
I'm feeling good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Good.
The weather's great.
It is fantastic. You know what? I bought this soup. I went through a drive-thru.
Yeah.
They thought I was nuts. It's like 75 degrees outside, and I was ordering soup. They're like, "Are you sure you want to get broccoli cheddar?" I was like, "Yeah."
They tried to hand you that. They're like, maybe you should try.
No, I'm on a podcast. You gotta, yeah. I'm on a podcast. You gotta
soup.
understand. Yeah.
They're like, I'll get him in, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to do.
Yeah. When do we get into the soup? Like, is that, do we
can
wait?
Get into it now.
Do we?
Yeah, we could do it. I've kind of been trying to switch it up the last couple episodes.
Yeah.
I would do it at the end.
Okay.
And I was like, that's not very good because if I do it at the end, then it's like, I don't get like, I got questions that I ask about the soup.
Okay, yeah. And then it's like you're running out of time to ask questions.
Yeah. And
okay.
Then it's just like at the end, I'm just like, oh, soup's good. All right, see you.
Okay. We'll kick off with the soup.
All right, cool. So, what kind of soup did you bring on?
So I brought, this is from Panera, and it's their broccoli cheddar soup.
Oh, did you seriously?
Yeah.
That
Why?
was the first episode.
Was it really?
Broccoli cheddar soup.
Well, okay, so I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. It is not my favorite soup.
It's not.
It's not. But my favorite soup is potato soup. Didn't feel like making potato soup, so I was like, and I live in Florence, like right by this Panera.
Yeah.
Not to dox myself, but I was like, I'll just
What's your specific address?
What's your social security number? Do you have the 3 digits of your credit card on the back? No, but so like I just swung by there because it was easy, and I had COVID like 2 months ago, and this is the first time I had this, and it is kind of fire, and they give you this little bread with it and stuff. Yeah. So
that's so funny.
Yeah.
That was the first episode.
Well, like my other, like I started really thinking about it. Like, what do we classify as soup? Like, is like a stew, like beef stew? Is that soup?
I would count that as soup.
Because I know you had like ramen noodles or whatever on it.
Yeah, I did have ramen.
Yeah.
Kind of just like anything that like if you think it would fall into that category, more than likely it would. I mean, like probably not cereal.
Sure. Yeah.
But that was kind of something that we did. Me and my sisters talked about on the last podcast. Yeah. It's cereal soup or is soup cereal, but
I classify it as like a subset of. Well, I was thinking like chili too. Like, is chili its own thing, or is it like a subset, like a classification? Like soup is like the grand title, like and then like underneath chili, cereal.
That is a good point. I would also count chili as soup because it's just like pretty much like if it's got like that liquid kind of substance.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not very good.
It's got the sauce, the juice in it, the sauce.
If it's got the juice and veggies, then I'm counting it as soup.
So I'm kind of realizing they only gave us 1 spoon.
That's all good.
Okay.
I'll just use my hand.
All right, sounds good. Just drink from it like a cup. Well, they say this is a bowl. It's not really a bowl. It's like a
cup.
It's a cup. Like, but they have like cup and then bowl on their menu, and it's sweet. He's got got an extra spoon.
I stay strapped.
You keep that on you. You keep it on you. He's about that action.
I am. You don't pull up on me in a spoon fight. That's the old saying.
A spoon to a knife fight.
Yeah, don't bring a spoon to a knife fight.
Don't bring a knife to a spoon fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's when things get crazy.
That's when it gets nuts.
Everyone thinks like, oh man, a knife, that's scary. You ever been killed with a spoon?
No.
You ever killed someone with a spoon?
I can't. I'm not at liberty to discuss. Well, anyway, you can cut that out. You can cut that out.
Yeah, when the mics are cut that out.
Yeah. Anyway, so do we test the?
Oh yeah,
sorry.
Test it?
Okay, no, you're good.
Getting ahead of myself.
Yeah. It's 75 degrees outside, and we're.
Was the weather so nice that you walked through the drive-thru?
Man, I wish. Panera's drive-thru is like weird. I don't know if you've ever driven through there, but
I haven't.
It's weird. Because like it almost feels like every time I've gone through there, they're like caught off guard that somebody's actually in the drive. Like nobody ever goes through. So like you go and then you're just like, you're sitting there for 5 minutes. Nobody said anything, and then eventually they go,
"What's up, man?"
They're like, welcome to Panera. What can I get for you? And it's like, is this a drive-thru or not? Like, am I just pulling up to your window or something? Like, is this an actual drive-thru?
It's like Impractical Jokers. They like planted like a mic and stuff outside for a drive-through.
Yeah.
They never notice. They're like,
oh
man.
Oh, shoot, that's right.
Well,
Yeah.
it's very good. You know, like I said, had it in the first episode.
Yeah.
Super good.
Thanks.
I'm a big cheddar soup guy.
Yeah.
I think it's really good. I've come around to broccoli. I used to not like broccoli much. But
Sure.
now I like it a lot more.
Sure.
So I'm gonna give it. Carry the one. I'll give it an 8.5.
8.5. Okay.
8.5.
Out of what? Out of like 100?
10.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. I'll give it like an
the soup
8.5 out of
sucks.
100. It blows. Anyway, that's the end of the podcast.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Yeah, I'll give it an 8.5. It's
Okay.
very good.
That's good. Sweet.
I will say, first episode, I gave it a 10, but that's because it was first episode, first thing. So it's not a diss.
Sounds like
This
a
is
diss.
more. This is more of the when they made it the first time, it was way better than when they made it this time.
Yeah.
This
They had their
time
B team on us, whatever.
sucks.
Yeah.
All right, so now we'll get around to the questions.
Oh,
8.5.
do you want me to tell you the story about like
tell
what?
us-
Okay, so
let's hear the story.
it's a little late today to do this because I was coming from Panera.
Mhm.
And how familiar are you with like the Florence area? Like how often do you drive through there?
Oh, I'm pretty familiar.
Okay, so I was heading from, when you're like coming up Houston Road from like Panera and you like turn left onto, I don't know what that road name
Is
is.
that 18?
Yeah, maybe like it's like
Okay.
you're driving, then you can like if you kind of go down, you turn right on Mall Road, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay, so I'm on that road like heading towards like the entrance ramp to I don't know what it's 71 north, south, whatever. Yeah, 71,
yeah.
whatever. But I'm heading that way. Okay, so
Okay.
like towards Mall Road, and I'm stopped at that light. That's like you can turn right onto Mall Road, or you can like turn left, and there's like the City Barbecue there and the
Gotcha.
Raising Cane's or whatever. So the gridlock traffic, like Florence traffic's always pretty bad. It was terrible, and I can't see what's up ahead, like what's going on. But I can see like police lights. Something it's like a bad accident, whatever. And we start sort of steadily moving up, and I'm still like kind of in front of the City Barbecue, and then I see this semi. Okay, do you know that road that's like it runs in front of World of Golf, and it's like next to the Raising Cane's or whatever?
Yeah.
And so when you're driving up it, you can't turn left out of it. Like you can turn right. You can turn right onto it, but as you're leaving it, you can turn right. You cannot turn left. There's like a million signs there. The fucking concrete is like paved in a way. It's like a
can only
triangle.
turn right.
You can only turn right. And that's for like sedans, like mid-sized sedans.
Yeah.
Can't even turn left out of there because it's
Yeah.
dangerous. So this semi-truck driver just thinks to himself, well, I'm different. That doesn't, they're not talking about me.
I'm driving a damn semi.
Yeah, that's not for me. They're not talking about me. I'm different. So he decides he's going to turn left out of there. And like the turn radius for a semi
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this, but semi trucks are bigger than sedans. They're massive.
Are they
And
really?
They are. Yeah.
Okay.
So he tries to turn left. He can't make it, and he's just perpendicular, like the road. He's perpendicular to the road, blocking off like 4 lanes of Florence traffic, dude. And like cops are like trying to direct traffic
Yeah.
around or whatever. I couldn't believe you need an extra license to drive those things. This guy went and got his CDL and was just like, I'm going to turn left and block off 4 lanes of traffic. Yeah. Okay. All right. So anyway,
Maybe he like thought like the concrete was gonna like be like, oh, you're driving a semi, yeah, we'll turn this way.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. Everyone else in Florence can be like, oh, well, hold on a minute. Like, this
Yeah.
guy's nuts
Oh,
are bigger than
semi-truck
ours.
driver.
Yeah. Oh,
They were like,
sir.
saluting.
Yeah.
They stopped the car. They're like, oh,
Oh, Tan Hut. Yeah.
thank you. Thank you for driving for DiGiorno Pizza.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. Yeah. So anyway, I turned around, went back down Houston Road, and then got on the interstate that way. And I was only like 5 minutes late, but
Yeah, you made it before me.
yeah, like we were stuck. Like, because every lane from like the far right lane, unless you were getting on the interstate, was blocked. So like every lane had to go left into that like far left lane,
Yeah.
and so it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare for situation.
That sounds
for
like
sure.
a fun time. That sounds like that's the most modest Florence traffic day.
Dude, in like average day in Florence, and like I don't know about you, but sometimes when I do something dumb when I'm driving, you get like red in the face, you like whatever,
you're
like
super
feel
embarrassed.
super embarrassed. Imagine how that guy felt when he like started to turn and then realized I'm not making this.
Someone's making me
I'm
think
not
I'm
making
not
the, and
gonna
it's
make
just,
the
I
turn.
mean, because the way he's sitting, like he was definitely able to see like the car next to him, like just lock eyes with the guy that he
Yeah.
just made 15 minutes late for like his son's birth or something, like whatever. He misses his son's birth because a DiGiorno delivery pizza driver couldn't make a turn.
That'd be sick though. Someone would get free pizza for life.
Now that would be something. That would be pretty sweet.
So we need to encourage more semi-truck drivers to go the wrong way.
Yeah, yeah.
That should be the new motto of this podcast.
If you're
Turn the wrong way.
go the opposite way of traffic. Drive
Because-
down the wrong side of the road if you're a semi truck driver.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine how many offers? Like DiGiorno.
Yeah.
Like lifetime supply of DiGiorno.
Yeah.
If it's like Coke or Pepsi.
Yeah.
Lifetime supply of that.
Yep.
Um.
I heard. I don't know if it's true. A little bit off topic, but there was a. It was like National Chili Day or whatever. I don't know, like last week or something.
Okay.
And I heard there was like a child born, like children that were born on National Chili Day, like Skyline. Maybe it was like only at St. Elizabeth, but Skyline had given them like free, like like 3 ways or something like that.
That's kind of cool.
I thought it was pretty sweet. Yeah.
That is cool. I was born,
This podcast isn't sponsored by Skyline.
not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, I wish it was.
That
We're
is the
working
goal.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That was a good story. That was very interesting.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was good to hear that Florence never changes. That's why you gotta love it.
It doesn't, man. And like so this class I have today ends at 6. Every time I'm driving home, it's a new adventure. I just can't wait to see what I find
One
on
time,
the interstate.
oh, this is kind of a graphic story, so I won't get too into it.
Oh God.
I worked at Raising Cane's, the one in Florence.
Yeah.
And there was, I want to say it was like a Monday night. It was like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I wasn't working. I was off that night.
Yeah.
And I come into work like the following week or something. Or no. One of my sister's friends worked in Florence as like a cop or something like that.
Yeah.
And he told my sister that some dude, I mean, I don't know like what was up, tried to run across 18, which is about 8 lanes of traffic.
Yeah. Approximately.
And I mean, obviously, didn't make it.
No. Nope. Sure didn't.
I'm like, why would you not
What
go?
are you thinking, man? What are you thinking?
Why would you not, like, if you're gonna try and do that, go up to a light,
Yeah.
'Cause that way you can, like, at least run across and people will be like, oh my gosh.
So
this
did
dude's-
he try to run across like right there in front of
Oh,
Cane's?
yeah. Right there in front of Cane's.
Like 50 yards down the way is literally a crosswalk.
Yeah.
There's literally a crosswalk just like right there in a light. Just
Oh, yeah.
what are you thinking, man?
That's
Florence for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chillest day in Florence.
Yeah, this is the
That's what I'll
average
say.
that Florence. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so my first question for you.
Okay.
You're an EMB major, correct?
Correct.
All right,
That's
so
right.
what originally got you into EMB? Or, like, what aspects of it really intrigued you?
So like I've always been a fan of movies, and I think that has always been an interest of mine, but it was never something I sort of seriously like considered doing, like for my college major or whatever.
Mhm.
So when I originally applied to NKU, I was like a pre-law major, like I was going to do law, and I was going to be a criminal defense attorney, and then like just things happened in my life, and I realized like lawyers are terrible people. Like they are the worst. Like I usually, and that's not. I know lawyers. I know some lawyers that are great people,
Mhm.
but boy, like a good majority of lawyers are just terrible. And
Yeah.
it's like, and then then you have to deal with the criminal justice system, and it's like we could do a whole podcast on thoughts about the criminal justice system, and like I think it's terrible, and just so just dealing in that world sounded terrible to me, and so then I switched to business. My first semester in college, I was in business. Hated that. That sucked. And so it was my girlfriend's brother who was an EMB major, and he was kind of talking to me about, because he had switched majors to EMB.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about how he loved it because he also loves movies, and talking about how just it is more than just movies, movie making, and how diverse it is, and how you can do so much with that major. And I did it, and ever since my first semester in college, I haven't thought about changing my major ever. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was he an EMB major here at NKU?
Yeah. Like he transferred he was at NKU or UK. He transferred from UK to NKU, and that's when he changed his major.
Okay.
He was like, biology, I think. It was like something in the medical field.
Oh, that's a big change.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Medical field probably sucks too. So yeah. I feel like that's the College of Informatics and the business college of like business and stuff. Their slogan should just be "We're the backup plan." Like we're what everyone changes to when they realize, oh, everything else like sucks.
Yeah.
That's what it should be.
When you're like, you come into school and you're like, I want to be a doctor. And
Yeah.
then you take 2 classes and you're like,
Oh
nah.
yeah, nah. I have to go 8 more years of this. I'm out.
I'm chilling.
I'm out. I'm good. Well, and then like Chase Law School is a really good law school, so that's why I had initially, applied here. And they have this program where it's like you do like 3 years of undergrad, and then like your 4th year of undergrad is actually your first year of law school. So you only do 6 years. But I was still like, that sounds terrible, because then you have to study for the bar and like, horrible, terrible, sounds awful.
So, you said Chase was the initial reason that you wanted to apply here. Was there any other schools that you were kind of considering applying to, or was it kind of always like
Yeah, I mean,
NKU?
I went to I toured Louisville with a buddy of mine, and I really liked it. Like the campus was really pretty. I liked the atmosphere. I toured UK too with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I liked UK, but UK was like, if we're talking like tiers of expensive, even though I think tuition's the same, it was like every building you walked into at UK, they were like, oh, this is the $60 million renovated library. Every single oh, this is a $60 million. This here is $70 million renovated. Those dorms right there cost $130 million. And I was like, oh my God, like no way.
That dirt track you just left on the floor, it's gonna be about $1,000.
We'll bill you for that.
Yeah.
That's going on your credit report.
Are you breathing the air in this building? Sorry, we'll bill you for that too.
Here's some complimentary waters. They cost $5. It cost $100 for your Fiji water. No, and so then I toured Louisville, really liked it, but they had done like we went to like the financial aid seminar.
Okay.
And that's where like my tone shifted a little bit, because they were like, we can offer you $3 annually, and that's about it. And really? I didn't. I mean, that's an exaggeration, but like I was a terrible student. Yeah, $4. No, I wasn't a terrible student in high school. It was just like, it is a very popular school, very large campus, and like, so scholarships are super competitive. My buddy ended up going there, but he's in like engineering, and so it was like, for him, like their speed school, like their engineering program, really good program. So it made sense for him to go down. Like he got more scholarships too, but it made more sense for him to go down there, because it was just a better opportunity. Like for what I wanted to do, especially now that I'm an EMB major, it would make no sense to pay double what I do here, and then like just for the same education. Yeah. Maybe even worse. I really like the EMB program here. Maybe even worse, like for double the price. Like that made no sense to me. Mm. So yeah.
So with the EMB program here, what kind of like did you talk to other people aside from your girlfriend's brother? Like what kind of, I guess what kind of about this program drew you in more than some of these other things? Like I know you said you were wanting to, you've always been a big fan of movies and stuff like that. But was there people you talked to or things you heard about the program aside from what he said that really was like, that's what I want to do?
I kind of like, it was kind of like a gamble a little bit, because I was just like I had talked to him. I hadn't really talked to any of like the faculty here or anything. Like I didn't know anything, so I was just like, I'm just gonna assume that really anything was probably gonna be an upgrade over business. I hated business. Like that was so boring. And but I had my oldest brother, like he went to Ohio University, not the Ohio State University, but just Ohio University.
I think saying "the" is gonna get this.
Yeah. Yeah, you better say "the" or else we'll get sued. But so I talked to him about it, and because he transferred here eventually, but he was like doing the same sort of thing, film study, EMB, and he said he really enjoyed it, and like just talking about his experiences and like a similar program. It sounded like something that I just wanted to do, so I just went for it.
Yeah. So a soup question. I got a soup question for you.
Oh, okay.
Shaking it up.
Awesome. Okay.
What was your first time ever having this soup?
This soup?
Yes, this soup.
So like 2 months ago, I'd gotten COVID, and obviously couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything. And it wasn't like a bad case, because like bad cases of COVID, like you're on a ventilator. I wasn't on a ventilator, but I did feel like crap and really wanted soup. Didn't want to make soup. Couldn't go to the store to get any ingredients to like make anything. So I just DoorDashed Panera. My girlfriend and I DoorDashed Panera and got like all their other soups. Like didn't really sound that. Like they have like tikka masala. It's like okay, cool. I guess I don't like if I'm sick, I don't want tikka masala or like turkey chili.
Yeah.
They don't even have like normal chili. So we just DoorDashed this soup, and like I had one of their sandwiches too. Their sandwiches are pretty good, but
they do have good sandwiches.
I'd gotten this soup, and now every time I feel like I'm sick, I want broccoli cheddar soup because it hit the spot. It was exactly what I was looking for.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So are you big like? I know you said you like potato soup.
Yeah.
Was there something about the broccoli and cheddar that was just like that's more appealing?
Than
like.
You know, my girlfriend and I took a trip. We went to Disney World like last fall.
Did you guys win the Super Bowl or something?
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. I'm going to Disney World. But we went, and they have in Epcot, which is like one of their parks or whatever.
Yeah.
They had this like food and wine festival, where they had like these little booths, right, of different countries. And you could go to them, and they had like these little sample sizes of like the food from the countries that were like $5. I don't know if you've ever been to Disney World. Everything there is like $8 million. Like you can't eat anywhere without the bill being over $50.
Yeah.
And so we were like, oh, that's pretty sweet. So you could just like go around and like get like $2 at this place, $5 at this place, and like try everything.
That's pretty cool.
And yeah. And so they had like a Canada thing, and they had like this like cheddar soup. It wasn't a broccoli cheddar soup. It was literally, I think it was like Canadian cheddar soup, and they gave you like a pretzel bun with it to dip in.
So good.
It was nuts. And so I thought that was so good. Like I thought that was awesome. And so when like I was looking at their menu, I saw this and I was like, oh, that's maybe it's like like comparatively to that soup was gas. And like so comparatively it's like
a little step down.
It's tier below.
Yeah.
You know?
That's understandable.
If that's S tier, this is like B&1 tier.
Okay.
B+ tier, you know.
That's a good rating though.
Yeah. Well, you gave it like an 8.5, right? So like that lines up.
Oh, that does line up.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So Panera and Disney need to collab and hire me to rate soups.
To rate their soups. Yeah. Disney Panera collab.
Just make merchandise. I don't even know what that's going to be.
I don't know.
It'd probably be something cool though.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
maybe it'd be like Mickey, like smashing a bowl.
Yeah.
Over his head.
Yeah, it's like they do like a Pocahontas crossover, and it's just like colonizer soup, and it's just like it's like mush. It's like gruel. It's like whatever they used to eat back in the 1500s. Just flour that's bad water to it.
They serve it up to me. They're like, "All right, you said you wanted to try Disney themed soup."
Yeah,
like,
here you go.
Nah,
I'm good.
I'm good. I'm kind of full.
You better give it a 10 too.
They're gonna be sitting behind me. So what do you think about it? It's gonna be like a green screen. Dude's got like a gun pointed at my head. All right, so back to the EMB stuff. What is like your main goal with an EMB degree? Like, what would be like your dream job with it?
So like, the benefit of EMB is that like it's so diverse. You can do a lot with it. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people in the major that want to go out to Hollywood. They want to work on movie sets. They want to be directors. They want to be screenwriters, whatever it is. I know people that want to do like sports broadcasting, and just, it encompasses everything from movies to like broadcast, like daytime television, news, late time talk shows, all of that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot you can do with it. The downside of it is it's like a lot of that side of it is a lot of like freelance work. So the job security is like not existent, doesn't exist. And so for me, like maybe when I'm young and, like this age after I graduate, like maybe I'll do some of that freelance stuff in the area, and it gives you kind of cool opportunities to be able to like travel and see things that you might not see, meet people that you might not meet. But I think eventually like I want to buy a house. And so like, job security and like a stable income is pretty important to get approved for a mortgage. Yeah, like a bank isn't going to be like, oh, you don't have a job right now? Well, guess what? We'll give you the mortgage anyway. Here's your interest rate. It's 1,000%. And so like I didn't want so like maybe when I'm young I'll do that. But like the third option with a little more job security that some people will do is like marketing. Like going to marketing, branding, media side of that. My minor is communications, so like that sort of helps out with that, like PR, HR, whatnot.
Yeah.
And so the job security there is a little more stable.
Yeah.
So maybe eventually work my way into that. Maybe, you know, kind of while I'm young, do some of the more risky business, but eventually I'd like to, you know, have like kids and then like not have them be like, oh, my dad's unemployed, you know, for like,
We actually live in a box just outside the school.
It's like bring your like the dad day or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they come in and talk about their jobs, and I'm like, yeah, I'm my job is crushing Miller Lights on the couch. I watch football on Sundays and smoke Newports, and then that's it. That's my job.
They're like,
I'm unemployed.
Some kid raising hand, how do you have money for the electricity? Oh, I don't. I just colored something on a box and
Yeah.
it looks like a football game.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I just watch it all the time.
Yeah, we're off. Yeah, no, we're off the grid. Like, I don't have credit. I don't have any lines of credit. I got nothing.
They're like, what's your name? I can't tell you that.
I can't. Yeah.
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
Can you give us any information? No, sorry.
I
I
mean,
actually gotta go. You guys are doing too much of me.
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
like-
I would totally move out to like Colorado and just live in
Yeah.
a shack in the middle of the woods
I think that'd be cool.
and just like live off the fat of the land, go off the grid.
Yeah.
But
It'd suck when it gets super cold though.
yeah, it would. Yeah.
Just gotta light your house on fire.
Put a little bit of hair on your chest though.
Yeah.
Go out and hunt your own food and live off your farms
That would be kind of cool.
like Minecraft. Yeah. But unfortunately, I have to. Yeah. Unfortunately, I have to eventually find a job and
Yeah.
buy like a reliable car and
Maybe.
that fun. Yeah.
Get a moped.
Yeah. And like, you know, build my credit, which is it is truly just an imaginary number. Like there is no weight to it. Like it is just something that we've just decided. Okay.
Yeah.
This guy is like worth 750 FICO, whatever that is.
He's got a cool haircut.
Yeah, he's got a cool haircut and he wears like cool suits. So
Yeah.
I guess I'll let him buy this house.
Yeah.
I'll give him like $250,000 to buy this house, whatever.
Look at this other dude. He's got like a green shirt on.
Yeah.
This guy's shirt sucks.
Yeah.
So,
No.
who?
No.
What?
Yeah.
He's got like a multi-million-dollar business.
Yeah.
I don't really care. Your shirt kind of sucks. So
Yeah.
Your credit sucks.
Do you think like billionaires even finance anything, or do you think that do you think Jeff Bezos finances any in his personal? I'm sure like business finances, whatever.
Yeah.
But like in his personal life, he has ungodly money to be able to just be like, this yacht, I'll pay it in pennies. I will literally wheelbarrow pennies in here and give you all that money.
That'd be cold.
That would be tough.
That would be. If Jeff Bezos came in and did that, I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, man, that's kind of cool though.
He could buy this whole university and just. Yeah, I mean, $20 million in debt. He's got that like that. He's got that like nothing.
He buys it, has us all show up to school one day, just blows the entire place.
Yeah. No, he
Like,
buys it.
Let's go. Turns into a skate park.
No, it's just way sicker. No, he buys it and then puts us $40 million in debt and then sells it for no reason.
He just builds like just endless amounts of buildings. but
Yeah.
you can't use them. It's just like it's like stone, like bricks on the outside.
Yeah.
You open the door, it's just bricks on the inside too.
He just fills them with concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could do whatever he wanted, dude. He could do literally any of that.
Be like, you want to go to school here?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No.
Like, oh,
You know how I know we're $20 million in debt? We're getting so off topic. I'm sorry, but
no,
you know,
it's fine.
that door down there has like
Oh, yeah.
the one in Griffin Hall has been broken for like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
What's the over under on amount of days it takes them to fix that?
So we're going days.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we can do months.
So 2.5 weeks. That's what, like 17
Yeah.
days.
Ish. Yeah.
Okay. I would have to go.
Keep in mind we have spring break coming up,
That is true.
so like maybe they fix it over that.
Maybe. I'll go with 25,
Okay.
and I'd say over.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm hammering the over because I'm
Yeah.
going with like 365 days.
We come back next year.
Next year.
Do
Yeah.
another podcast.
Yeah.
Still can't get.
I'll have enough time to have kids, and then like they'll come to the school, and it'll still be broken.
And you'll be able to go to their school.
Yeah.
and tell them about how you smash Miller Lights while you're watching.
Yeah,
a Star Wars
yeah,
football game,
yeah.
and the door still
Yeah.
won't be fixed.
And Jeff Bezos has filled the building in with
Every
concrete,
building with
cement.
concrete.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds like a cool alternate universe.
Oh,
Or this
yeah.
universe. I don't know. We don't know yet.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Only time will tell.
We'll write to him.
Okay, so when did you know? This is a bit of a throwback question here.
Okay, here we go.
Getting a little wild here.
Okay.
So when did you know that you wanted to pursue your dream job? And did did Annie Jr. have anything to do with your EMB love?
You know what? It sort of did. It kind of did
okay.
a little bit. Because like, so when I decided to, for a little background for the listeners,
Yeah.
I in like 8th grade, me and Matthew here.
I was 6th grade.
You were 6th grade.
was
That's
6th grade,
right.
yeah,
Yeah. So I was in 8th grade. He was in 6th grade. We did our school, Twin Hoffel, put on a production of Little Orphan Annie, or Annie Jr. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
And so we both were in it. He was an actor. Who did you play? What was your role?
I think I was like a dog catcher. My part was not important. I was a dog catcher and
Like a tree.
I pushed Teddy Neltner in his wheelchair because he was
Why was he paraplegic again? What was his character?
He's playing a president.
Oh, like Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just had to push him on stage.
That feels terrible. That feels terribly offensive that we just put him in a. Imagine his parents came to the play and they're like waiting for their son. They're like videoing whatever. He just comes out with some other kid pushing him on a wheelchair.
He tells his parents, he's like, "It's huge."
Yeah, it's
craziest part in the whole show.
It's a big deal. Call the agent.
And he comes out and he's like, he just
Call the
looks
acting
like Professor X.
Yeah. Anyway, we miss you, Teddy Neltner. But anyway, so like when I originally did it, like I was stage crew.
Mm-hmm.
So my role was literally just like that curtain that opens and closes. That's me. That's my zone.
Huge.
Yeah.
Big playmaker.
First one in, last one out kind of guy.
Sneaky athleticism.
Sneaky athleticism. But so when I initially asked Miss Clark to like help out with it,
yeah,
I was like, I kind of wanted to be an actor because like I had like actor, I guess, role models that big Marvel fan, big Star Wars fan. So like watching interviews with those actors, like it sounded like a lot of fun to be an actor. And so, but I was in middle school, so I was terrified of doing that. Like I didn't want to end up being the guy who pushes someone in a wheelchair. Like I would be heartbroken.
Whoa.
Whoa. Hold on a minute. And so I was like, well, I'll just do stage crew for like the first year, and then maybe like once I get to high school, then I'll do like acting.
Yeah.
Because I was like super nervous about like actually acting, and so I asked to do stage crew, and I kind of found that like that behind the scenes work was really underrated. Like it was a lot of fun to like
slept on.
It was slept on. It was, and like I've just felt like it was really fun to do it and like be the backbone of the whole thing, and so like in a way like that's kind of what EMB is like. It's not acting, like it's maybe not as glorious, but you get to do the fun stuff. Yeah. Like you don't get the glory, but you get the fun, and it is really fun. And so that experience kind of like, I guess that's opened my eyes to like, oh, like it's fun to work behind the scenes. But I don't know if there's anything that like specifically was like an eye-opening moment. Like I think my entire life I kind of just like always enjoyed movies and like appreciated like the behind the scenes stuff, but I guess that was something that sort of opened my eyes to like me doing that behind the scenes work. So
that was interesting. I wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah,
a little bit of fun.
Yeah, dude, do you remember we went to like that was such a that whole experience felt like such a fever dream.
Oh yeah,
because like
did we go to Lexington?
Yeah, we went to like Lexington for like some like competition. Did we win? Dead last.
Yeah, I think they actually said ours was the worst.
They're like, we don't normally do this, but we had to say Twin Awful Middle School stinks. You guys are not invited back.
They gave us a trash can as a trophy. Not even a clean one, not a new one.
Yeah.
It was just used.
Yeah, and like we had to sit through like 6 hours of like other middle school productions. Like
I know that sucked.
that was hell.
Yeah.
That was hell. And then we went to like Chuck E. Cheese or something after.
Oh, it was. I forget the place, but that place was dope.
Yeah.
That place was so cool.
Yeah. And everyone in the thing like had me convinced like it was gonna be like a rager. Like it was like South Beach, Miami. And they were like
pizza.
Yeah. Like I remember like Abby Fortney and Emma McGee. Remember them? They were like like Emma McGee had that super thick accent. She was like, well, you know, this place is a blast. And Abby Fortney was like, no, it's like super fun. I've been before. Yeah. And we went, and it was literally just a Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. Like it was like off-brand Chuck E. Which is fun.
Or like Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
I thought it was very comparable to Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, like I'd
say it was like a step down, honestly.
Which I can get down to.
Oh yeah.
But like it was hyped up a ridiculous amount.
Much,
and I can only imagine it was because like like Miss Clark and like the teachers and staff and whatever like were like, well, we are so sorry, we just subjected you to that, whatever that was.
Yeah, I remember the choices were between Raising Cane's, and in that place, and people were wanting to go to Raising Cane's first, and now when I think back on it, I'm like, why would we go to Raising Cane's over that place? I mean, Raising Cane's has good food, but like
no, great chicken.
That's kind of boring.
Yeah, great bread, but like I'm not taking that bread over like
swishing a free throw and getting like 50 tokens for it.
Yeah, come on,
way cooler.
Get out of town.
Can't do that at Raising Cane's.
No, you can't do that. I mean,
it's rob the place.
Yeah, you can rob. Yeah, I guess you can rob them and then walk across the street to that place and buy your tokens. Can you imagine being a Raising Cane's worker and like 50 like middle school theater kids just roll in?
That'd be horrible.
Closing down the doors for the day. Might cry in the back. Yeah, that would be pretty terrible.
Oh my gosh, we got an oil spill.
Yeah, oh no.
Really nonchalant, be like, oh,
we just got robbed.
Yeah. Have one of your workers rob the store.
Yeah.
Or the restaurant, and then be like, oh no, we just got robbed, and then they just see the dude walk out and get in his car and drive away. And they're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, that would have been horrible if I was working there and I saw that.
It would have been terrible.
I'd go on a lunch break and quit. I'd be like,
I did that at a job one time.
Did you really?
I did, yeah.
Can you tell us where?
Sure. Like I worked at Ace Hardware when I was in high school.
Independence one?
Yeah, but that's not the job I quit.
Oh, okay.
That job was actually kind of fun, but I worked there and then I had like they were paying me like $750. Yeah. Like $750. I was like in high school and like you had to have the general knowledge of like a general contractor because people would come in with just like one piece of their sink to like a 16-year-old and they'd be like, help me rebuild my sink. And it's like, yeah, okay, dude. Like, let me do that real quick. So you had to like have like a general knowledge. I was getting way underpaid. And so I decided, I was like, all right, I'm going to quit. And then I went and worked at a movie theater thinking, because I love movies. And I was like, oh, okay, this is perfect. Like I'll, on my breaks, be able to watch movies. Perfect. That was the worst job I've ever worked. It was the Wilder Regal movie theater. And they literally just had me like working. I think I worked like the concession stand for all of like 2 seconds. Okay. And it was like I started there I think in like January, so like nothing was coming out, like nothing. Yeah. And they had me for like 4 hours on my 8-hour shift. The first day they scheduled me an 8-hour shift, which I thought was already like red flag. Yeah. But so they had me being like the ticket taker or whatever for the 4 hours, and nothing was coming out. So I was just standing, and the few like 3 people that would come in, rip their tickets off, hand it to them, rip the tickets off, hand it to them. And so they were like, it was like 4. I was like working like 12 to 8. 4 o'clock rolls around. They're like, all right, well, you can take your 30-minute lunch break or whatever, which sucked because Ace gave you hour-long lunch breaks.
Oh, do they really?
They used to. I don't know if they still do, but when I worked there, they would give you like an hour-long lunch break. And my parents lived like right there. So when I was living with them, I'd just like go home, take a nap, come back. It was awesome. So I didn't realize how sweet I had it. And I went out to my car and I called my old manager at Ace and I was like, can I have my job back? And they were like, can you start on Sunday? And I was like, yeah. And so I just left. I just drove away in the middle of my shift. And like they called me and I blocked their number.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then like a year later I was working at Jimmy John's and I was working with this girl.
Jimmy John's, sorry to interrupt you. Jimmy John's smacks.
Oh, dude.
I love Jimmy John's.
It was fire. And like so the Jimmy John's I worked at, the one in Crestview, the owner, like it was like his least like producing store, like I guess, like his least whatever. And so he didn't care about it, like at all. Like I worked there for probably half a year, like 6 months. Never saw the dude one time ever. Never met him. Never one time did he come into that store. We didn't have a GM for like that entire time, none.
Nice.
And so he like when I was working there, there was a girl who was working there, and her girlfriend came in one day, and she recognized me because she worked at the movie theater too. This was like a year later, and she was like, "Are you the dude that worked 4 hours and then just left?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me. That's what I'm known for." And she was like, "That was awesome." I was like, "Thanks, appreciate it."
That's a cool response.
Yeah.
What would you have done if you were like, "Yeah, that was me," and then she goes,
Well, because he's in there. Get him, boys. Red light.
It's just like the doors blow off. It's like just like 15 people just come in. They're like, "Get him!"
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh!" You start tossing lunch meats at him.
Yeah, red dot on the forehead. Yeah, no, because she was the one that trained me, and like the way she talked about the job, like she hated it too.
Yeah.
So it seemed like but she had worked there for a while. But yeah, Jimmy John's was a cool job because that guy never came in, so you just like got free sandwich. You could do anything you wanted, anything, because the GM never showed up, and you could just like goof around and make sandwiches and
Was it busy?
No, God, no. I was like
you said it was least producing, duh.
Yeah. Well, but I was like a driver, and so I'd get like 2 deliveries a shift, and it was in Crestview, so these like rich people, like super nice houses, I deliver to them. They get like 1 sandwich. They're told to be like $12.
Yeah.
Because they had Jimmy rewards, clutch. And then they tip like $2. Like I'd pull up to this mega mansion with like 4 Benzes parked outside in their 4-car garage, just basketball hoop in the back, and like they'd be like, "Here's $2, buddy." I'm like, "Cool." Pull my shitbox 2002 Honda Accord with every light on the dash. they were like, "Here you go. Here's $2, dude." It was really fun.
I would like grab. Sorry, I'm trying to find like the keys to your car or something like that. I'm expecting a little bit more than that, man.
Yeah. How much do you value that car? You like your landscaping?
Do you like your? What about your family? Do you love your family? He's like, yeah. You might want to take me more.
Give me a little more. I have your address. Don't forget. I know where you live.
Yeah. And when I get off shift, I can be right back here.
I'm just checking out the locks on your door.
How old is this house?
Okay. Yeah. These windows bulletproof? What do you think? You want to find out? Yeah.
What is the registers? Where do they all lead to?
Yeah.
Is it accessible from the outside?
What's your social security number?
It's just like, bro, I just want my sandwich, man.
I just want my sandwich, yeah.
I'm just house sitting.
I have a gun pointed at him from my waist. Yeah.
It's like a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, come on, buddy. Got any more money? No.
His parents left him that amount. Yeah. Dude, I still deliver like food, and like the worst is when I deliver to a house and like a 12-year-old answers the door because it's like, I know. Like I'm not getting anything. Yeah. I know I'm not getting anything because most of the time it's like their parents will send them to the door.
Yeah.
Because they know that like, oh, this is my excuse. Like he's not going to haggle. He's not negotiate with a 12-year-old for an extra $3.
They think you won't.
Yeah, they think, but they don't know how big of a hustler I am. They don't realize how I'm about my paper.
You're a business major for a reason.
You're right. Yeah.
That's what you learned.
That's passive income, baby.
How to haggle middle school. Oh, that's funny.
Negotiating with 12 and up.
There was one time a couple years ago, me and my friend ordered pizza from, what was it, the Domino's, I think, over in Fort Wright. Is it Fort Wright, Covington, something like that?
Yeah.
And we ordered a couple pizzas. Well, first we ordered from Papa John's.
Sure.
It was an hour and a half before they closed.
Classic.
I was kind of like, I feel bad. Like, they are going to close somewhat soon. Not super soon, but somewhat soon.
Sure.
So they should be able to deliver me a pizza.
Sure.
And, like, I don't need a good one. I just need a pizza.
Yep.
We put in our order. It is now, like, when we ordered it was, like, 10:30, something like that.
Yeah.
It's now, like, 11:30.
Classic.
Pizza's not there. It's like a 10-minute drive. I was like, okay, cool.
Okay, great. Yeah.
We tried calling back twice. No one answered.
Yeah.
I was like, cool. Call back again. Doesn't even ring.
Yeah.
I was like, cool. So then we called Domino's.
Yep.
Put in an order.
Did you already pay, first of all?
No.
Okay, all right.
Not pay.
Okay. They definitely voided that out then.
Yeah.
They're like, we're not delivering this.
Yeah.
Wait, you want me to do my job? Are you out of your mind?
Have you seen... Hold on, I'll finish this story.
Yeah. Okay, anyway.
So, call this Domino's. We're like, hey, this is the pizza we want. 5 minutes, they're there.
Sure.
And great dude, super nice dude. Don't remember his name at all.
Yeah.
But he comes out, and me and my friend are both like pulling out like random like singles and stuff from our wallet.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember how much it was, but we were like just trying to
Yeah.
tip him as much as we could.
Sure. Yeah.
And he's probably like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like these kids are just like,
These kids.
what are they doing?
Yeah.
But going back to that point where
Yeah.
you're like, wait, you want me to do my job? Have you
Yeah.
seen those jokes about Starbucks employees where it's like Starbucks employees yelling at you through the window
Yeah.
after you don't tip them for
Yeah.
taking your order of a coffee?
Yeah. It's the LeBron clip after he got fouled. Was at the Celtics game. He got fouled. He's on his knees and he's like holding his fist. Like Starbucks employees when you ask them to do their job.
Starbucks employees, when you order something like an hour and 59 minutes before or like no, it's like 7 hours and 59 minutes
Yeah.
before they get off their shift.
Yeah.
And it's like a girl like screaming and crying. I was at Starbucks over in Crestview
Yeah.
like 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Put in my order, and this is the first time I've ever had something like this happen.
Yeah.
Asked for a tip amount. I was like, I'm not tipping you.
$0.
Yeah. I was
None.
like, and luckily it was facing me.
Yeah.
So I don't think she saw it. I mean, she probably did see that I didn't tip anything.
Yeah.
But I was like, I hit $0. I'm like, bro, what am I gonna tip you for?
Yeah.
Not that nice.
Dude, being like the customer experience is like a weird thing to say, but like it's so weird now because it's like you'll just like go to Five Guys or whatever, and they'll be like, "Do you want to donate to St. Jude's charity?" And you're like, "Not really." And then they're like, "Oh, okay. Do you want to donate to my personal pocket?" No, I don't. And it's like they're just like they're like haggling you,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Dude, like I just want to pay for my burger, and then like be on the way." Okay, I don't want to donate to St. Jude's charity. I don't want to. And then there's like the guy who's like next to you in line, just like watching you do it.
Yeah, you say like, no, I'm not gonna do it. He goes,
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
So you suck? You're...
Oh, okay, good. No,
Okay, yeah, that's
yeah.
cool. That's cool.
Oh, okay, cool. So like, you don't care about kids with cancer. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. So my son, who's out in the car, barely clinging to life, by the way.
Leukemia.
Um, you don't want to give any money to it?
You don't no?
No,
Okay.
man. I just don't want my burger. Man. That's all I
This is
want.
on my burger.
He's like, oh,
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Just give me my shake, dude. Let me leave. Yeah. No,
Oh,
but
that's
like
funny.
they like, and you know, I'm waiting for the day that like I go to a place and it's like there's a kid working the register with cancer, and I have to go through all of those steps in front of him, and it's like, all right, man, I'll just leave. I'll leave. I don't. Never mind. Cancel my order. I'll leave.
He starts breaking down right in front of you. You want to donate to St. Jude's? Kind of hear him start sniffling.
Yeah.
You're like, no, not right. You gotta like keep looking at him. No, thanks. He's like, okay. He
Dude.
turns around, just starts bawling. Somebody in the back's like, oh no, it happened again.
Oh God, dude. But like, and I know like those people would sit there and judge you because like when I worked at Ace, we would do like a charity drive for Master Provisions, which is like it's like a food pantry. I think honestly, I don't know. Like
Yeah.
they would just be like ask people if they want to donate, and I'd be like, oh okay. I was like 16 and didn't care, and so like when someone would, I'd be like, do you want to donate money to Master Provisions? I'd be like, nah, buddy, not today. I'd be like, all right, pal,
Yeah.
sure, cool.
I think saying nah, buddy, too, that also kind of adds to it.
Yeah. It softens the blow a little bit, maybe. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
maybe like, I guess it depends on the tone, too, you know? If someone was like, nah, buddy, not today. I'd be
Yeah.
like, okay, man. Didn't think you were like that.
Yeah. You know what you could do? You could just start telling people that, like, oh, well, I have cancer. And so then it's like, give me $5. Like, if I put this on here, give me $5 out of the register.
Yeah.
And then you don't put anything on there. And they just give you $5. That's clutch. Now that's passive income.
That's something else you learned.
That's passive income. Yeah.
Haggle 12-year-olds
Haggle 12-year-olds.
and how to illegally make money.
Scam charities. Yeah. The
What else
the third class I never got to was Swiss banks. How to move your money offshore to offshore accounts and money launder and, escape taxes. So,
That was going to be the next one.
and then you graduate. That's it. Those are the three things you need to know. You're going to go work for Goldman Sachs. That's it. That's all you need to know. Negotiate with 12-year-olds, scam charities, and then...
That's the only calls you ever get.
yeah.
Hi, what kind of order of business will it be?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm 12. Cool.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Open your 300-page book of how to haggle a 12-year-old.
yeah.
Goldman Sachs too. Do you think they ever thought about that name before they like made the name?
You know...
That's a tough name.
Yeah. Goldman
Sachs.
Goldman Sachs.
That's sick.
That is pretty tough.
They gotta make shirts with that.
yeah.
I would 100% buy one of those.
Yeah. Yeah. It just says we negotiate with 12-year-olds and not terrorists.
It's just got them like beating a middle schooler.
Yeah.
They're like, we know how to get the money out of middle school.
Because they're like it's like we trade V-Bucks. That's how you negotiate. We publicly trade V-Bucks, so just
V-Bucks and Robux.
Give us your parents' credit card information if you have it.
What game are you playing today? Yeah, I'm playing Fortnite. Perfect.
Nice. Let's go.
He just like turns from.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
You all good? Yeah. I'm all good.
I'm good. Yeah.
Just loving this weather today.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, Paris. Do you have any last remarks that you'd like to make to anyone?
If you're at NKU or any college and you're thinking like my major blows, be an E&B major. It's really fun. And I would recommend NKU's E&B program. You know, I think it's really a little underfunded. You know, like that equipment in the studio over there is the same equipment that was here when the building was built in 2011, which is like doesn't seem like a long time, but for broadcasting, it's like, you know, outdated. A lot can happen, a lot outdated. But, you know, the staff is really great. The professors, all of that stuff is just really top notch. So I would say, you know, change your major, liquidate all of your assets, invest in Powerball tickets, negotiate with 12-year-olds, and scam charities.
That's a great way to end this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Paris, for coming on.
No problem.
Great suit.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks. Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, really, man. I appreciate it, but thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Well, no, it's my pleasure.
Okay, well, yeah.
I think I had a better time. Who's counting? You know?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, there won't be an episode next week because of spring break, but we'll be back with another one after. So, adios.